video has been sponsored by Black Diamonds Hair Company. Go ahead and visit at blackdiamondshair.online. Thank you so much for tuning in today on RadioTubeTV.com. Now, the top news of today is the families and friends of James Brown believe singer may have been murdered. So there was a lengthy investigation published by CNN on Tuesday, alleges that the circumstances of James Brown's death are suspicious and that his ex-wife Adrienne may have not died of an accidental overdose. Now, this is the stuff of TV series in the not-too-distant future. CNN sifts through an extensive web of lies and conspiracy theories, stories of shadowy figures, estate battles, all connected in some way to one of the most famous soul singers of all time. Now, many of us that seen James Brown at best know that he died, but we don't really know the intricate details. So in this case, CNN was investigating, and they found that a lot of the information that they've figured out was very challenging. So the epic saga began when a reporter was contacted by Jacqueline Hollander, a 61-year-old circus performer who was in various times in her life a songwriter, member of Brown's inner circle. She has collected tons of paperwork, documents about the singer's life. Her story seemed fanciful at first, but CNN discovered that many people, including District Attorney in Georgia, thought Hollander was a reliable witness in general and served as CNN's writer's entry in the seamy underbelly of Brown's world. Now, the first installment of CNN's three-part investigation details Brown's legacy, alleged assaults, and threats involving a backup singer employing Adrienne Brown, before offering graphic details about the time in 1988 when Hollander claimed Brown raped her in the back of his van. By then, she was a member of his inner circle, sang on stage with him, and helped him raise money for charity causes. They had met when she agreed to record a song celebrating the Atlanta Falcons in 1985. So the final part of the story devoted a list of 15 different questions. For example, why was no autopsy performed on Brown's body? That each form of the basis for a further investigation. Darren Lumar, Brown's son-in-law, was among those believed the singer was murdered, but he was shot to death. Okay, so there are rumors of a second will that no one has ever seen come to light, and a theory that Brown was poisoned, and a story about a mysterious vial of blood taken from the singer's body the night of his death, and that can cause people to reveal what he died of. So they traveled to the United States, tens of thousands of pages of police court documents, interviews with 140 people. So I think they've done a great job. This actually is according to the Rolling Stone. It actually can be seen on CNN.com. I'm concerned because I feel like, if he really did die due to these circumstances, that is really a shame, that James Brown was poisoned and killed the way he was when, it's not right. Like if they've killed this man, they need to bring these people to justice. So I don't really like reporting on these type of stories, but I mean, this is kind of crazy. Like with Prince dying, there's a lot of controversy around that. The doctors involved and all these other things. And in this one, it's the same situation, like Michael Jackson's story. And I just am a little bit concerned. Maybe they should have an outside entity, security that's not connected to the music industry or movie stars and all that, to kind of look and make sure that these people are being treated correctly. And then also just period, if that's what kind of business you're in, maybe you shouldn't hire people and that's your manager's recommendation. Maybe you shouldn't do everything the record label tells you to do. So this is all a fight over financial finances, and I'm really I'm just really concerned. So thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be right back in a few moments, and thank you for taking the time out. And I would like for you to tell me what your thoughts are. Do you think that this is foul play according to what you've heard here? This is actually CNN's information, so I just want to make sure I give credit where it's due. But at the end of the day, we'll be talking a little bit more about this as we get more news on the family's concerns that he may have been murdered, and our hearts go out to them. It's just really bad. Thank you for tuning in, and have a great rest of your evening. And my name is DJ Harmony, and we'll be right back in a few moments.